Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is a very special edition of Into the Weekend with BetDSI. We're not looking really forward to anything in this call. We're looking back to Super Bowl 48 to see how the books did. I think I can answer that question already, but we're going to hear it right from the horse's mouth. Brent, thanks for being back with us.
Good to be with you, Peter.
All right, Super Bowl 48, you killed it, right? The public was on Denver. They got blown out. It was a blowout, so all the Denver teaser sides got busted. One of the best Super Bowls ever for the books, right?
It was a really good day, yeah. I mean, I think I mentioned on our previous call that we were having a really good week heading into the Super Bowl, and so, I mean, Sunday was just, it was a very good result for us. I mean, our whole percentage was fantastic, our volume was fantastic, and the result was, I mean, as good as we could ask for, you know. When you have to side with the Sharps, it's, you know, you usually feel okay with that, and it was great the way it turned out on Sunday.
Right. All right. So we did a bunch of previews of the Super Bowl, and you were telling us all week that, you know, the only sharp action you took was on Seattle. By kickoff, did any sharp action at all come in on Denver, or did even more sharp action come in on Seattle?
No, it was consistent with the previous call in that anything we took sharp was Seattle. There was nothing but mostly public money on Denver -2, and I even popped up to 2.5 just to see what would happen. And I took even more bets on Denver, so there was a lot of public money on Denver. And again, anytime the comeback on the money line was around +115, or they could get +2.5, they were all over Seattle. Some of the sharps even took the +2, so they just really liked Seattle, and they were bang on in this game.
Really? So you even got more sharp action on Seattle, like on Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, and it was a lot of the same guys who just came back in for more.
All right, and did you get any notable or unusual action on the total after our last call, between our last call and kickoff?
No, the total, we didn't either as well. I mean, still, by kickoff, we actually needed the over, so that worked out good for us. I mean, the side and the total all turned out well for us, so it was real good.
Wait, you needed the over because the public actually bet the under?
We just kept getting under money. Yeah, again, I don't know if it was just like the Seattle defense stuff. And again, we talked about how the previous Denver-New England game had gone under or whatever. But the Sharps really didn't touch the total much at all. It was all public money going on the under, which, again, we talked about was kind of surprising with Denver being involved. And, of course, the public liking Denver. You figure if they like Denver, they're going to like the over. But I guess there was just too much respect for Seattle's defense.
Wow. Huge whiff by the public on Super Bowl 48. And then how did you do with props? Did you get a lot of action on, like, I don't know, like Peyton Manning or Denver offensive props that wound up getting busted as well?
No, I mean, in general, we were pretty balanced on the props. I mean, even, again, we talked about the previous show. I had some sharp props on lots of Moreno props under, those cash for the Sharps. We ended up being balanced on that. The Welker stuff over, that all cash, that was sharp action as well. But again, we ended up balanced on that stuff as well. We took really big volume on the first score of the game, you know, TD or safety. We were really balanced, but we took big volume on it, so that was fine. Will there be a defensive score? There was, you know, we took big volume on that as well with the yes, no. So everything that we kind of needed to do well on, we did pretty well on. We kind of sided with the Sharps and what they played on props. But I mean, if we got hurt on anything, really, it was again, I talked about how the alternate spreads, like Seattle -3.5, they were getting like +185, -7.5, +320. That's not necessarily a case of people being sharp betting at. It's just that people want the +185. You know, the alternate spread. If you take Denver, you're looking at, you know, +7.5. You can lay like -400. People just don't want to lay that, so they take the plus. So that wasn't a great result for us. But you know, you throw it all into the bag, and it came out real well.
Right. I mean, still, isn't it better for you that you had to pay those out and that you got to, you know, not pay all the Denver teasers?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, and again, the action on props, it doesn't even come close to what we take on the game, of course.
All right, well, what can I say? Thanks for all this great information, behind-the-scenes info. Brent, congratulations on a big winning day. We'll talk to you again very soon.